This is Madhuri at Science at Your Tips. Welcome back to another session of NCERT Chemistry 10th class. Here we have a question from acids, bases and salts. A metal compound reacts with hydrochloric acid and forms effervescence. If one of the product is calcium chloride, write the balanced chemical equation. So, first of all, try to understand if any compound is reacting with some acid and producing effervescence, what it would be. Effervescence means, what is the meaning? Many number of small bubbles will be formed, right? So, effervescence will be formed whenever some gas is formed. So, that gas will be compulsory carbon dioxide. With the help of that carbon dioxide only, we will get more number of bubbles. So, carbon dioxide is formed means we can understand from this statement, this particular compound, metal compound, already they have given that hint, metal compound. So compound means here we can understand it may be carbonate. So some metal carbonate is reacting with hydrochloric acid to produce carbon dioxide. And they have given one more hint also for us. What is that? If one of the product is calcium chloride, means what is the meaning here? Calcium is the metal. So calcium carbonate is reacting with hydrochloric acid. So based on that we can write the balanced equation. So how can we write here? Calcium carbonate, metal compound they have given. Based on this metal compound, as effervescence is given, so based on that we can say compound means carbonate, and based on this hint, product is calcium carbonate, based on that we can say what is that metal here? Calcium. So calcium carbonate is reacting with acid name already given in the question itself. So what we can write here? HCl, hydrochloric acid. So it is going to form some products. What are those products? Generally, if any base is reacting with acid, it forms salt and water. But if it is a metal carbonate, it forms salt, water and also along with that carbon dioxide. So salt is formed here. What is the salt? Already they have given here only in the question, calcium chloride. So just observe, calcium is a cation from the metal carbonate and chloride is anion from the acid. So here we are going to get CaCl2, calcium chloride, along with that water and also along with that carbon dioxide. So three compounds are formed here. So just observe whether it is balanced or not. If they are mentioning balancing in the question, we have to balance it. Otherwise, if you don't balance also, no problem. So just observe here, calcium only one is there, here also only one. So already balanced. Carbon here one, and products are also one, and hydrogens, oxygens if you see here 3, and there also 3, already balanced. Only hydrogen and chlorine we have to balance. How? Here hydrogen only 1, but here 2. Here chlorine only 1, but here 2. So what we can do here? Just to write 2 before HCl, then it will be balanced. So like this you can write the balanced chemical equation when a metal compound is reacting with hydrochloric acid producing effervescence. Effervescence is produced because of carbon dioxide. Along with that, calcium chloride is formed here. That also we have written. And we know already that any metal carbonate is reacting with the acid produces salt, water and carbon dioxide. So based on that we have to imagine what happens, and based on that we can write the equation and also balance. Right. Another question. 1 gram of solid sodium chloride is taken in a clean and dry test tube and 2 ml of concentrated sulfuric acid is added to it. So if the gas is tested with a dry and wet litmus paper, what is your observation? So here first of all observe what is the reaction occurring here. What is that? Sodium chloride is taken and it is mixed with 2 ml of concentrated sulfuric acid, and all this reaction is carried out in a clean dry test tube. So whenever you are taking sodium chloride in a test tube and also you are adding some sulfuric acid for that, then what happens here? A double displacement reaction will take place between this salt and also acid, right? So we are going to get here hydrochloric acid and also along with that sodium sulfate. Actually we have to say the word as hydrogen chloride gas. Hydrogen chloride gas is formed here because it is dry. So that dry hydrogen chloride gas will evaporate, means it is going to come out from the test tube. And now when you are taking this dry hydrogen chloride gas you are taking and testing with dry litmus paper and also wet litmus paper, what happens? So if you are taking this dry hydrogen chloride gas and doing that experiment, if you want to test whether it can change the color of the dry litmus paper, and this litmus paper also, which color we have to take? Blue color, because red litmus paper if you are taking also, there is no change with the acid. So that is why we have to take here blue litmus paper. So that blue litmus paper, what happens here? It will convert into red color in the presence of acid. But one thing we have to remember, when this hydrogen chloride or any other in the sense hydrogen sulfate gas or hydrogen phosphate gas, whatever is there, if it is dissolved in the water, then what happens here? It is going to produce this, from this acid H plus ion is produced in the presence of water, and it will react with the water. This will react with the water to produce hydronium ions. Hydronium ions. Those hydronium ions will have the formula H3O plus. So these hydronium ions have the capacity, they have the ability to convert the blue litmus paper into red litmus paper. Means they are having that, these acids are having the acidic property because of the production of hydronium ions. When that hydronium ions are produced? Only in the presence of water, because H plus ions whatever are present in the acids are going to react with the H2O, that is water, and then only hydronium ions are produced. Otherwise acidic property is not shown. So what is our answer here? First of all, we have to write this equation based on the marks. We have to write the equation and we have to explain what is produced here. Then we have to write that in the presence of dry litmus paper, as there is no water here, any change will not occur because hydronium ions are not produced. But in the presence of wet litmus paper, that means in the presence of water, H plus ions will react with that and produce hydronium ions, which will change the wet blue litmus paper into red color. And whenever you are carrying out this experiment, for up to this question, that answer is sufficient. But whenever you want to carry out this experiment in a dry atmosphere, it's okay. But sometimes what happens, dry litmus paper also may convert into, dry litmus paper also, blue litmus paper also can convert into red color sometimes. In the lab also, when we are doing so many times, we'll be getting like that. So there again, we'll get a confusion why it is occurring like that, because already some moisture content will be there in the atmosphere. In our laboratory also it may be there. So that is why we have to use one small tube here, which is called as a delivery tube. So that delivery tube will contain the some salts like calcium chloride and all. So those will absorb the moisture and we are going to get only dry gas. By that we'll get that experiment correctly. So this is the answer for this question. Based on the marks, you have to write the answer.